G'day everyone, welcome to Older is Optional with Lean and I, where we're just building a community together, just a fun community, and we welcome you as part of our community. Love you to comment on the post so we can get some conversation going, but it's great to have you. Today I want to introduce a three-part series just in regards to live baits. Luke and I, as you've seen, Luke and I have been doing a bit more fishing with live bait recently, and once you start to go down the live bait method, you can't go back. But the problem with live bait is it takes a lot of extra work to get your baits. So we want to look at three ways. One is the crab, catching the crab. Catching the crab is really good for the blue tusk fish. I want to show you how to net for little fingerling fish, which are great for your big fish out and about. GTs, trevally, really good with your nana guy, and they just can be caught at any little boat ramp. And thirdly is pumping for crabs or pumping for yabbies for whiting fishing, and that's lots of fun to pump yabbies, stick them on your hook and catch some fish there and then. So three types of live bait: crabs, fresh fingerlings, and the last one, which we just talked about for whiting, with the little fish you catch in the pump. Well, here we are, part one of our live bait series, and that's crabs. Now look, these crabs are really good for catching blue tusk fish. They have a real taste for blue tusk fish. Blue tusk fish have a real taste for these crabs. So what we do, as you can see, we put a carcass or a dead fish up here just outside the breakwater, and as the breakwater breaks over the fish, it takes back the scent and it brings the crabs to the surface. You'll see Leanne has a net and a shovel, so she's keeping an eye out for the crabs as they come up. And as the crabs come up, she chases them, and when you see one, you watch, she chases. And necessarily, if she can't scoop the crab up in the receding water lines, she will find where it starts to dig and to burrow with a spade, and she'll dig that sand into the net, and then just rinse the net, and what's left is your crab. Just be careful though, these crabs do have nippers, and they hurt. Really hurt. So Leanne's just watching at the moment for some crabs to come to the surface, and when they come to the surface, she will chase after them like a vampire. So just waiting now. There she goes. She sees one and she's after it. As you can see that she tried to get it with the net, just missed it. Got it with a spade, and we'll see in the net in a moment. You'll see what she's caught. Another crab. She's got about half a dozen by this stage. She's got one there to show, and as you can see, the crab is quite a beautiful crab. You just put the hook through the back legs in one side and out the other. You can do that live. He doesn't like it, so you've got to watch the nipper when you put the hook in, or you can humanely put them in the freezer when you get home. They fall asleep, and then you can put the hook through that way. If putting through is not working for you, you can actually put glue and glue the hook to the base of the crab, and that works as well. But it's just as easy to pull off the back leg and feed the hook through that. But I will warn you, if you're going to do this with blue tusk fish in a spot they're known, hold on, because they will really take off. As you can see there, Leanne's on fire. She's got quite a few of these crabs. One's trying to get out. Ideal of having a great net like this is they can't get out. Lots of fun. We take our kids out, they enjoy it. Take the kids, we don't let the kids use a spade, they have to dig with their hands just for the sport and the fun of it. It's hysterical to watch the kids trying to catch their crab with no spade. But it's really good bait, it works well, and it's quite easy to get, and it's free. We're here down the beach chasing some crabs, and this is what's washed up on the shore. Might not be able to see it too well, but the amount of stuff that is washed up on the shore is just, it's amazing. It's just incredible. We cut off all the plastic bollards. We cut off all the plastic bollards to get rid of them because I don't think they're going to decompose, so we'll chuck them in the bin. But it's just amazing the amount of stuff that's washed up on the beach. Our second one today is catching little fingerlings down at your local ramp. And I've got Leanne to cast the net because she is better at it than I am. I don't know what she does, with her fit wrists or something, but she is a much better bait caster than I am. So today she's going to show us how she throws the net, and hopefully that will work without too much pressure.
Hi, here I am trying to throw the net. I've had a little bit of practice, but I'm not brilliant. But this is how I was taught when we were on holidays once up in far north Queensland. So make sure you have your anchor rope ready on your wrist. Then everything you do has to face out so that when you cast it rolls off your hand. So a few loops of your rope, quite a few loops. Bring your net up into the small loop as well, probably 2 so that it's just skirt length. Okay, so then the next thing is to pull from behind, hook the weights over your thumb, pull again, hook another loop over your thumb, and hook again, another loop over your thumb. So 3 loops, and then bring the skirt out. I haven't done it for a couple of weeks, so let's give it a go. And then you cast it as if you're casting a full skirt out into the
like football
or a football, whatever. A full skirt out into the washing. See? It's not a full circle. I'm working. Pull the weights up and hook it over your thumb. Pull again, hook it over your thumb, making sure that it's always so that when you throw it, it will flip out. So we've got 3 over our thumb, which is sticking up in the middle there. Then grab a handful. If you can see here, I'm grabbing a handful. Then what we need to do is flick it out as if we're like throwing a tablecloth over a table, or washing over the line or something. So I'm saying that because I'm a female. If you're a male, it would be like you're throwing a football or something. So then we just take a step in and try and throw it out. Not bad. That's how you throw a net. Not brilliant, but pretty good. We just need some fish.
Okay. We're at number 3 of our live baits, and our third live bait is we're trying to get some yabbies to go whiting fishing. The tide's just turned and it's coming in, so half an hour getting some bait. We should be at the right place to chase some nice fresh whiting for dinner. So let's see how we go. It's really simple, just you can see, Liam, see all the holes in the ground there? Well, that's the yabbies, so we just look for that. So where there's heaps of holes, we just push down and just pull it back and see what we can get. We look in here, we should see some yabbies. It does not look like I was successful. So up here in Mackay, we don't get big ones. We don't get big ones, but I tell you what, the nipper's big enough to hurt. We get slightly bigger ones than that, but they're really good whiting bait. But geez, they take a chunk out of your finger and try and put them on the hook. They're not real wrapped on being put on the hook. Okay, once you've got your yabby, you just want to put it on. You just got to be really careful of that nipper because he's not happy with a hot thing up his bottom, so he gets a bit upset. Some people just, Leanne pulls the nipper off, but I like the real look. And we put on our hook, and then we want to get that hook up as far as we can, hook the fish. So we want to present that in the water like that, and he's still alive. Very good.